Morning boys, how are we doing? It's Wednesday. Sun's up, bit grey, bit foggy, it's still cold, but we're supposed to be getting wet and warm weekend coming. So day 2 on the Q7, got to get down there today, start doing the front doors for the dynamat, look at the camera, get the bass controller put in, and amplifier and sub. I was thinking yesterday about the inputs and outputs. Although the Vibe can probably deal with the level of DC offset that's going to come out of that amplifier, I did think about the sound correction. Obviously it's just amplifying, we're not actually looking at correction. So at some point I'll probably need to get the RTA out. Excuse me, I need to get the RTA out and actually see what that signal's doing. Obviously they're going to be cautious on Audi are going to be cautious on the level of low bass that they allow that thing to do. So I just want to make sure. I said yesterday that we weren't going to use the key LOC as a level converter, and we were going to run the sound straight into the Vibe. Actually, I think I do need to RTA it just to make sure that it's not restricting real low level output, or low frequency output, sorry, not level, low frequency output, and make sure that we have got the correct signal. Because if he wants lows and that amp is EQ to go anywhere from like 63 Hertz and upwards, obviously we're going to be missing out on a lot of bass down to 20, and we want to keep that. So although I blurted out yesterday that we wouldn't be using the LOC, I think actually I will do some prodding and poking with the RTA first to check. And if it needs correction, then we are going to use the LOC. But other than that, no real subscriber change. We've gone up a little bit. We're at 2529, which is fantastic, going in the right way. The views have gone down a little, looking at the analytics, which is quite odd because usually the snap-on videos get quite a lot of views, but I don't know whether it was the large length of this video that kind of turned people down to it. I don't know. Obviously 40 minutes is a big video, but we did have a lot to cover yesterday, so we shall see. Jodie didn't send me the images of the toolbox stuff until later on that evening, so unfortunately they didn't make the video. If you're really bothered, I can stick them in today's. Put it down in the comment section if you want to see it, and I'll post them. If not, I'll see you when we get to the shop. We've started some more on the Q7 after breakfast and a coffee. Happy Wednesday, my dudes. Morning, dudes. Right, first job. We've got the Audi on. Pink noise is connected. We're using the DM RTA through a RCA lead into the DM RTA. And then we are currently measuring what is happening with regards to audio side. As you can see, we've got quite a big scale and everything is down to 25, 20 Hertz, right? So we have got a proper low end. and if I turn it up and down, it doesn't suddenly cut this off, but just to make the speed slower. So playing pink noise, you can see that we have got a full end, everything kind of 250, 160, 100 and down. Got a little bit of a weird shelf here, but that's okay. But we have got full, what we say, bottom end. So can happily say, let me just turn this down, can happily say that this system on that subwoofer output is playing all the way down to 20 hertz. Okay, so we have got, now I've turned it down, like you can see, it's all the way down to 20 hertz, and it's kind of like pretty much 100 hertz down, safe. And it's not too bad, it's not too wavy, and it's certainly not got like a massive bass roll off on one end. So that'll do. Confirmed. We can use that as an input into that. We don't need the key lock. It's going to have low end, it's not going to need sorting out. Happy days. Right, on with dynamat, camera, subwoofer power. See you soon. Oh, and bass controller. Right everyone, just a quick update. So battery is not in that quarter panel, battery is under there. I should have known that, I've replaced one of these. So battery's under there, so we've got a straight shot down the car into the amp at the back. So we've got our front door off. This is a speaker pod with a mid-range and a bass speaker that sits in the door just here, and they've ported it into the negative space of the door. So obviously the window regulator goes between that little gap there, which is that bar there. So this is obviously how they're controlling the bass. Mid driver runs into the box, comes into this port, and then out through the front of there. So they're getting air through the front of that grille, bass through there, mid-range through there, or mid-bass if you will. So what we've got, nicely enough, yeah, there's a good word, Alex, well done. A bigger hole. So I've got, look at this strip, it's pointless. So we're going to dynamat inside here, obviously dynamat inside the door, put that back on, then we can dynamat the front of this again, and then dynamat the outer of the door card, or the inner of the door card as well. So we do all of those. One thing I did notice, look at this. So I'm guessing that's some kind of, because it's yellow, it's usually the crash restraint system. So I'm before the GoPro battery cuts me off. So standard wiring, this is not moved, but look how much stress is under that cable. Obviously we've got a plug that goes in there behind that, but look at the force of this. It's a really badly made loom that's hanging off of that, but this is pulling this out, and I think this is the side impact protection for the airbag. But yeah, that really not a good idea. It's like the cable's made wrong. But anyway, here we go. So inside has been done, this bit has been done. We've obviously coated the box as well as the door, as well as the inner door. And then over here we have another door card, so in and out all the way around as much as possible. So basically 3 layers deep, looking good. Get this door card on, take the other one apart, and then we've basically got power to run down, base cube to run down, dash camera front and rear. Good to go. We're heading on for a nice completion. I want it to be done by tomorrow. That'd be nice. But we're kicking ass. I've got this apart as well, ready for the base cube. Try and figure out where I can create some space to have just the dial hanging out of there. It'd be quite nice, nice and simple kind of design. No, I don't really want it stuck to the dash. It looked like a dog's breakfast, so we're trying to keep it clean. See you in a bit. Right then, it's the last of the doors. Internal done, external done, sub box done, all coated in dynamat. We've got one door card to do, put that back on, and then we're basically working into the car, waiting on the base cube being delivered, and my power done, camera done, and this one's on the way. Nearly lunchtime. I'll see you afterwards, guys. Take care, bye. All right guys, we're done. So doors finished. Big satisfying clunk. I'll just give the car a big sound test, listen to it, and I'll tell you what, it's proper quiet in there. This one's finished. Listen to that.
satisfying. Rocks the car, it's so heavy. Right, it's lunchtime. I'm finished with my dynamat. Need to eat something. Getting dizzy. See you in a bit. Right now guys, we're pretty much on the home stretch. So let me bring you up to speed. So we've got our camera in, black view, fibre tape the loom up into the headliner, power connections, earth here down to the fuse box in there. Just got to put the plastics back in. Doors are all done. Base controller, DPD are up to their old tricks. 24-hour delivery next day. Apparently their terms and conditions says they've got 2 days. So as of yet, the last thing to do will be base controller, power cable, back along the car, into this little area here, connect it up to the sub. Obviously we've established today that this is good. We know the signal's all right. All 4 doors are now sound treated, sounding wicked. It's got the got the clunk, it's got the heavy got all the what's left over of all the dynamat. But yeah, he's done pretty much. Sub to go, base controller down the side, and that's it, finished. Happy days. Really pleased. We've got the camera on a little bracket, obviously up here. No interfering with the electric clothes. Also, just turn that off. Obviously you saw me separate the wheels yesterday with my special sockets from Laser for the Oz wheels. I've got the bolts in some vinegar, having a bit of a science experiment, getting rid of all the corrosion the old-fashioned way. Some distilled malt vinegar, or sorry, distilled white vinegar. So it smells like a fish and chip shop in here, but it's getting rid of all the little nasty bits of corrosion, but in a safe way. And you saw me yesterday rip this apart and drop the center. Well, I've been polishing today, and we've not got it too bad. I've certainly cut through a lot of the crap, but it's not quite gonna cut the mustard. So I think I'm gonna have to go and see somebody who deals in metal polishing and get them to go through the rim for me and give it a polish. It's not bad. It's certainly shinier than it was, but it isn't quite up to my standards. So I'm gonna pack up for today. We're gonna get things sorted. Get the chaser warmed up. Anything you want to know, obviously get it down in the comment section. We are hovering on subscribers, and we are so my analytics says I've had 33 more people join my channel in the last 25 days, but for some reason everything is going back south again, and the money is money is dropping. I don't know what to do. I give up. I swear to God, I give up. I don't think that the YouTube people like my content, but I'm gonna get the chaser in. We've had some rain today, so it's all gone a bit grey out here. Sounds like I've got a squeaky belt. So I'll see you bright and early in the morning, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. Share a video. See you tomorrow. Peace out.